Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you're new, my name is Leah. I'm a French gal who happens to dabble into multiple hobbies and writing is one of them. And today we're going to dabble into some drabbles. If you don't know what that means, a drabble is a sort of flash fiction. A drabble is a sort of flash fiction where you're supposed to write a short story that is exactly 100 words. And Dana from the YouTube channel DL Pitchford is hosting a drabble challenge during the month of February, and she's doing it with some prompts, and I tagged along for the ride. I didn't do a drabble a day, I just did it whenever the prompts were inspiring to me. But I wanted to do this video, and also shout out to Tanya because I stole the idea from her, and I thought I could read some of my favorite with you. Grab a cup of tea or a cozy beverage of any sort and let's get cozy and let's go. It's going to be the first time that I'm reading you some of my work, so very exciting, I guess. And for that I'm in my living room, just near my bookcase and stuff, in my little sitting area. Okay, so let's go. So the first one I wanted to share with you is the one I did for day one, and the prompts were a shattered wine glass and fairy lights, and I did 121 words for this one. The alcohol was kicking in. Beatrice could feel the warmth in her cheeks and the faint lightheadedness that accompanied the sparks of champagne. Everyone around there was jolly and laughter filled the air. She distracted herself from the conversation and took in her surroundings. The cabaret was heavily decorated with opulent draperies and crystal chandeliers. On the table flickered some fairy lights, giving an enchanting look to the place. She became mesmerized by the glow for an instant, staring at it so intensely that the glimmer engraved itself in her pupils. A loud noise took her out of her trance. She blinked. A shattered wine glass was on the floor, its content pooling on the carpet like a puddle of blood. Da da da! So the next one is from day 11. I did 123 words with the prompts fresh sun tea and mismatched socks. Okay, so let's go. She remembered the taste of fresh sun tea her mom would make for garden parties, topped with slices of lemon or cucumber. It was like sipping a piece of sunlight. Now all she could feel was ashes, and a sting of liquor made her feel nauseous. Lucille longed for the iced tea, but since she arrived the sky had been grey and opaque, and no sunbeam could infuse her memories. She settled on a steaming Earl Grey, drowning the bergamot in a dash of milk and multiple sugars. Lucille? What? She flushed, as she remembered she was still in her dressing gown. She thought no one would be awake at this hour, and yet here he was, properly dressed save for his mismatched socks. So the next one is from day 15, and I did it 100 words square. And I like this one because it has a kind of a thriller vibe. Oh, and the prompts are a musty wine cellar and an unexpected guest. So here goes. The wine cellar was dark and musty, rows of antique bottles lining the walls. The air was filled with scent of mold and old wood that stifled him at first. He fumbled his way along, blinded by his flashlight. He could only see in a small circle in front of him. Everything else was pitch dark. He continued still, searching the rows and rows without finding what he was looking for. A sound behind him made him jump. Who's there? Only silence answered, but he knew deep down that he wasn't alone anymore. It's just a rat, he thought, unless... So this one was a bit mysterious. Okay, and then I have the prompt from day 16, which are a rusted padlock and a bee sting, and I did also a 100-word square. The garden was locked behind a fence, but it was not this rusted padlock that could stop me. I hadn't come this far for nothing. Selecting carefully a pointy rock, only a few hits allowed the shackles to break free. The front gate opened on a literal paradise, a peaceful and lush haven of flowers and greenery, lulled by the chirping of birds and buzz of insects. As I approached the center of this Garden of Eden, a bee landed on my outstretched hand. I proceeded cautiously, careful not to frighten her. A single sting could kill her after all. This one is a bit cuter, I guess. Now we're going to do day 18 with the prompts. The prompts are use galoshes and trembling fingers, and I did 100 words also. He appeared in the door frame, shaky and livid. His whole body was shivering as he was soaking wet, his clothes torn and ragged, his used galoshes good for nothing. "Archie, what happened to you?" she cried, running toward him. Lucille brought him inside, bewildered by his state. She fidgeted with his coat's bottom to help him get dry, but Archie was motionless, letting himself be pushed around. "Please, speak to me," she pleaded, eye looking into his absent gaze. Finally, he outstretched his trembling fingers to her face and started fondling her cheek very slowly. You're supposed to be dead." This one is a bit dramatic. I like it. And finally, let's do a final one. So this is for day 22. And it is, the prompts are muddy shoes and snake skin, and I did 100 words as well. The cabinet is filled with oddities and knickknacks. Dried herbs are hanging from the ceiling, butterflies are framed to the walls. On the shelves, multiple ceramic jars are aligned, each labeled with odd names: rat tails, snake skin, toad eyes. The air is filled with dust. You enter this space uninvited, with your muddy shoes leaving tracks on the wooden floor. You disturb spiders and cobwebs in your path. It doesn't seem like the place is visited much, or maybe it was abandoned. You're not sure, but something's clear. You are in the right place for the thing you are looking for. So this one, it was nice because it's the first time that I write in the second person, and I guess the one with the bee was the first time that I did use the first person. I'm not a first person girl, and I did see that people who were doing the challenge did use a lot the second person, so I wanted to try that, and I did. Okay, maybe I will include one more. Yeah, let's include one more. Okay, so this one is for day 25. So today, I think, the day I'm filming it, yes. And the prompts are kissing a loved one's forehead and no trespassing. So I'm kind of happy with this one, and I did 100 words as well. So let's see. The sign is well kept and gives no room for interpretation. No trespassing, it says, in bright red capital letters. Behind it, the path is obscure and edged with brambles. Nothing welcoming. But you know you have to take it, even though you know of the consequences. You kiss your lover goodbye on their forehead, inhaling their scents of lilies and wild berries. You hold them in your arms daily, like it's the last time. Maybe it is. And without another word, you move forward, your fist clenched on your pocket knife, as if it could protect you from what lies ahead. Ooh, that's intriguing, right? So this was the last one! Yay! Okay, so yeah, as you may have seen, I tried to incorporate my character and my settings from Project Raven for most of the drabbles that I did. I think I read 7 of them to you, but I did more. I don't know exactly how many, but yeah, I did more. I didn't do the whole I didn't do a drabble a day, but I did at least, I don't know, 15 or 20 or something like that. So yeah, and for most of them the goal was to include my characters and my settings from Project Raven. But as you can see, I took some liberty straight away. It was a kind of difficult because my setting is in the 1920s, so you have to find something that goes with it, and some of the prompts were a bit more modern. But I guess I didn't do a lot of the prompts that were modern. I kind of just set them aside. Also, except the first one, which are a bit longer, I did manage to hit 100 word square most of the time, and I'm very proud about it. It's very funny to play with sentences and to tweak the words to hit the exact number, and I really like the exercise. And overall, I think it was a great experience, and I love to write short story in order to warm up, you know. I guess I did write more drabbles and some prompts because we do some prompts with Tanya, Matteo and Cynthia as well, and I did that more than my main project, which is Project Raven at the moment. But you know, it's still writing, and I think it really helps with creativity and just the act of it, you know. So that was nice, very nice, and I'm really grateful for Dana to have hosted this challenge, and I hope we're going to do it another month or next year, I don't know, we'll see. But I think I'm going to end the video here now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Tell me if you enjoy one of the drabble that I read to you, and tell me in the comment which one. And also, if you ever wrote one, please do tell what was your experience with them. And if you watched till the end, leave a 100 emoji, because you know, 100 words. And as always, I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!